Have you ever had to block someone all because your parents said so? My parents were so worried about me dating a skater boy, they couldn't imagine he'd be the reason I'm still alive today. A few nights ago, my parents found out about my skater boyfriend Gregis when his message popped up on my screen at dinner. I love you too. Who the heck are you talking to? My mom shouted, glaring at the screen of my phone. You're 14. No dating until you're 30. We were very clear. Dad pulled up Gregis's Instagram on his own phone. A skateboarder? Really? This is who you're risking your future for? I tried to reason with them, but they refused to listen and forced me to block him everywhere, right there over dinner. You'll thank us when you're in college, Mom said while I sobbed. My friends tried passing messages between us at school, but my parents found out and threatened to call their parents. Eventually, everyone gave up, except for Gregis. Gregis showed up mysteriously in my Valorant lobby. Hey Mel, it's been a while, he said, his voice breaking. I miss you, Mel. I know we're not supposed to talk, but let's at least play like we used to. We started meeting in the lobbies every day after that, just playing and chatting about normal things. School, friends, my strict parents. He never once tried to convince me to sneak around or meet up in person. He never complained about my parents or tried to turn me against them. When I'd vent about how unfair they were being, he'd actually defend them sometimes. They're just scared, he said once. My older sister got mixed up with some bad people in high school. Parents get paranoid. He still cared about me in all the ways that mattered. When I failed my chemistry test because I couldn't focus, he spent 3 hours teaching me balancing equations over Discord. When my grandmother got sick, he stayed up until 3 a.m. just listening to me cry. You can always reach me here, he promised. I don't care what time it is. Mom almost caught us once when she walked by while Discord was open. I clicked to my game lobby just in time. Homework break? She asked. I nodded and switched back to my essay, my heart pounding so hard I thought she'd hear it. After she left, Gregis messaged, maybe we should stop. I don't want to get you in trouble. But I couldn't lose him again. He was the only person who I could rely on, and thank God I didn't lose him. Because a couple of days later, my friend Sarah and I got caught up in some shady business. It was supposed to be a normal Saturday night sleepover. Her parents went out for their anniversary, leaving us to watch movies and eat junk food. I was on the phone messaging Gregis on Discord when Sarah's older brother Joshu came home from college completely wasted with 2 other friends. Sarah immediately tensed up. Oh, hi baby sis, and baby girl, he winked disgustingly. He and his friends sat beside us on the sofa, placing his arm over my shoulder, constantly whispering things like, I know you're not as innocent as you act, and your parents don't have to know. I pushed his face away and stood up glaring. Can you stop? Sarah was almost crying, begging me not to make him mad. He gets mean when he's drunk, she whispered. Just ignore him and he'll pass out soon. But when Joshu grabbed my waist and tried to pull me onto his lap, I grabbed Sarah's arm and ran to the bathroom, quickly locking the door. He started pounding on it, laughing with his friends about how I was playing hard to get and needed to loosen up. Sarah hopped into the tub, hugging her knees to her chest. I patted my pockets, realizing I had left my phone in the living room. Soon, the knocks on the door became angrier, hitting the door harder, jiggling the handle aggressively. Sarah meekly handed me her phone. I'm so sorry, I had no idea he'd be home. She tried calling her parents, but they didn't pick up. And I didn't have my own parents' numbers memorized. They were just mom and dad on my phone. I tried different combinations of numbers I thought might be right, but none of them worked. Then I remembered Discord. My password was muscle memory at this point. I logged in on Sarah's phone and messaged Gregis. I'm at Sarah's house. I'm scared. Please help me contact my parents. At that point, I didn't care if this would expose our secret conversations. I just needed someone to help us. Gregis searched through our old messages and quickly called my parents. Mom told me later she almost didn't answer when she saw his name, but a gut feeling made her pick up the call anyway. This is Gregis. Mel's in trouble at Sarah's house. Her brother's drunk and she's locked in the bathroom scared. Please go now. They got there in 12 minutes, speeding through the roads while calling Sarah's parents as backup. I heard my parents burst through the front door screaming at the boys who surrounded the bathroom. Joshua and his friends scattered instantly. Dad walked to the door and knocked gently. Honey, it's me. You can open up now. I opened the door and rushed into my dad's arms, crying and shaking. In the car, I tried to explain through my tears how Gregis was the only person I could reach. I later showed them our Discord messages, highlighted how Gregis defended them, showing them how the bad boy skater boy had been looking out for me more than anyone. That weekend, they invited Gregis over for dinner. Now I'm 15 and we're planning on getting married.